Pokemon Journeys episode 112, titled A Triumphant Return, the Alola Champion, is airing this Friday. And man, it is going to be one to watch. As I'm sure you all know by now, in last week's episode, Lillie, Gladion and Lusamine found Mohn, Lillie and Gladion's father, and now they're heading back to Alola with him, alongside Ash, Go, and Chloe. So episode 112 will be all of them arriving in Alola to have a big party with all of their friends. Not only to celebrate Mohn being back in the region, but also to celebrate Ash, the Alola champion, making his triumphant return for the first time in ages. As the episode title says, Lillie will be reuniting with everyone, and Chloe will be meeting everyone, and little baby Lay will be there. It's just gonna be such a sweet and wholesome episode. And then to top it all off, Ash and his friends will compete in a big battle royale in the Battle Royal Dome. And that battle royale is what I really want to focus on in this video. Battle royales in the anime are big free-for-all battles where trainers have to battle it out with a single Pokemon each until only one trainer and their Pokemon remain. I'm going to assume that the battle royale in this episode will involve 4 trainers because they usually do. Personally, I think the trainers in this battle royale will be Ash, Kiawe, Kukui, and Gladion. I mean, Ash is obvious, it's his triumphant return after all. Kiawe seems like a super likely pick because there's this image of Kiawe's Marowak battling. Kukui makes a ton of sense too, because the Masked Royal is like a celebrity in Alola, plus there's this image of Kukui and his Incineroar in the Battle Royal Dome. And finally, I think Gladion is super likely too, because there's this low quality frame of Gladion and Ash facing each other in a battle. Personally, I think that Ash, Kukui, Gladion and Kiawe are the 4 strongest trainers in the entire Alola region. So the fact that Ash will be facing off against the other 3 strongest trainers in the entire region is such a triumphant way to return. It just makes perfect sense. So we know that Ash will be using Pikachu, Kukui will be using Incineroar, and Kiawe will be using Marowak. But there have been no images showing which Pokemon Gladion is going to be using. And I think that was on purpose because it didn't want to spoil the events of last week's episode. If you've seen last week's episode, then you know that Gladion caught a shiny NIHILEGO in the episode. Although the entirety of Lily's family caught NIHILEGO together, it was Gladion's Beast Ball that was used, and it seems that Gladion is going to be the one keeping the Beast Ball. So although NIHILEGO is a member of the family, it seems pretty clear to me that it's still considered Gladion's Pokemon. So I personally think that Gladion will be using his shiny NIHILEGO in the Battle Royale. I am so incredibly hyped to see a showdown between Ash's Pikachu and Gladion's NIHILEGO. I've missed the Ultra Beasts so bad, so I can't wait to see Ash battling one again, especially one with so much significance and one being trained and commanded by one of Ash's strongest rivals ever. I mean, what a battle that is gonna be. And overall, just think about how huge Ash's return as the Alola champion will be if he wins a battle royal against these other trainers. The Masked Royal is like the champion of battle royales, and he's a massive celebrity in Alola and even was the exhibition match in the Alola League. Gladion was 2nd place in the Alola League and will be using a shiny Ultra Beast with immense power. And Kiawe is a great battler too, being in the semi-finals of the Alola League and publicly training to be the next Island Kahuna. These are 3 massive Pokemon trainers to battle. Ash Ketchum is in the Masters 8, and the best way to me that he can show off his strength is by returning to Alola, the region in which he's the champion, and defeat the other 3 most powerful trainers in the entire region. Not only would this make Ash even more popular and beloved by the people of Alola, but it could also lead to his Champion of Alola title being taken much more seriously. And maybe that could lead to Ash being referred to as the Champion of Alola in the Masters 8 too. I get the feeling that Ash will be battling them all and will be impressed by their strength, especially Gladion and his new NIHILEGO, but then Ash's Pikachu will use 10 million volt Thunderbolt and defeat all three of them. That would show Ash that he's truly in a league of his own now, and that in terms of strength, he's now so much greater than even the people that used to be his equals. Ashy Boy will truly have to come to terms with being so much greater now, and I think that is the perfect way of setting up the Masters 8 tournament. Ash realising what it means to be at the top and really beginning to accept it rather than only focusing on battling Leon. And one final thing, I would absolutely adore a father-son moment between Ash and Professor Kukui in this episode. Maybe after Ash wins the Battle Royal, Professor Kukui and Ash could have a scene together where Kukui has a fatherly moment towards Ash, helping him come to terms with his new strength. We know from an interview with the staff of Pokemon Journeys that Ash will apparently begin to understand what it means to reach the top, and I think this Battle Royale, followed by a father-son moment with Professor Kukui, would be the perfect way to do that. Let me know your expectations for this episode in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed hearing my rambly thoughts. We're getting closer and closer and closer to 65,000 subscribers, so I would really appreciate your help to get us there. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I'll catch you all in the next one.